Hi, and welcome back to I'm a Happy Enchilada, and thanks for tuning us in. I'm Don Culver, and I'll be your host. And today we take a good look at the feeling of well-being in your life. Now, I don't know what well-being means to you or what you think when you hear the term well-being. For me, it conjures up a joyful memory. You see, I had never really experienced the feeling of well-being in my entire life, I don't believe. And I had lived with ADD all my life, and I finally decided to get the diagnosis, get the medication. And when I was in my early 70s, now my doctor said at my age I was crazy to do that. But I said I wanted to see what it might feel like to be normal for just once. I'll never forget that first morning. I took my Adderall just before leaving the house. About 15 minutes later, I was on the interstate and wondering if I would feel anything from the Adderall that day. I just didn't know, when suddenly I felt this unbelievable feeling of well-being slowly and wonderfully sweeping over my body and my mind, and realizing that everything in my life was good. No anxiety, no angst, no waiting for the next shoe to drop. It was heavenly, and I'll never forget that moment as long as I live. Now, over 5 years later, I feel that feeling of well-being to some degree every day, and I'm so grateful for that. So now, let's jump into well-being. First off, there is no consensus around a single definition of well-being, but there is general agreement that at a minimum, well-being includes the presence of positive emotions and moods such as contentment and happiness, and the absence of negative emotions like depression or anxiety, and feeling a satisfaction with your life. And what are examples of wellness? Well, they include social connectedness, exercise, nutrition, sleep, and mindfulness. Each one has an impact on your physical and mental health by making simple and healthy choices on a daily basis. You will be well on your way towards reducing stress, having positive social interactions, and achieving optimal wellness. I love that. And what are the 6 different types of well-being, you wonder? Well, the National Wellness Institute promotes 6 dimensions of wellness. They are emotional, occupational, physical, social, intellectual, and spiritual. And why is emotional well-being so important, you ask? Well, it helps you communicate with other people and contribute to society. Your emotional health affects your physical health. Research shows a link between an upbeat mental state and physical signs of good health. These include lower blood pressure, reduced risk of heart disease, and a healthier weight. And what is the most important aspect of well-being? Every aspect of your life influences your state of well-being. Some people believe that wealth is a fast track to happiness. Yet international studies have shown that it's the quality of our personal relationships, not the size of our bank accounts, which has the greatest effect on our state of well-being. And what is the difference between mental health and well-being? Well, more generally, well-being is just feeling good about yourself and your life. Mental health is made up of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. And how does stress affect well-being, you wonder? Well, when stress becomes overwhelming and prolonged, the risks for mental health problems and medical problems increase. Long-term stress increases the risk of mental health problems such as anxiety, depression, substance abuse problems, sleep problems, pain, and bodily complaints such as muscle tension. So let's look at some ways you can increase your mental well-being. First, connect with other people. Good relationships are important for your mental well-being. Then be physically active and learn new skills. Next, give to others and pay attention to the present moment. It's called mindfulness doing that. Now, those are some great ideas and a few suggestions for maintaining a sense of well-being. First, relax and reduce stress. Find ways to learn and be creative. Try doing something creative. Spend time in nature. Look after your physical health. And try to get enough sleep. That's very important. All right, more great ideas. Next, what is spiritual wellness? Well, spiritual wellness is defined as expanding a sense of purpose and meaning in life, including one's morals and ethics. It may or may not involve religious activities. And here's some signs of spiritual wellness. First, develop a purpose in life, having the ability to spend reflective time alone, taking time to reflect on the meaning of events in life, having a clear sense of right and wrong and acting accordingly, and having the ability to explain why you believe what you believe. Now, if you need more information on the feeling of well-being, just Google it and you'll find a ton of additional information. Well, that's all I've got. So until next time, God bless and be a happy enchilada. Bye.